Well guys, after a long wait, it is now time for Week 7 of the 2021 DCFL season. So when we last take a look at the Week 6 standings, as the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions lead at 6-0 with the Jacksonville Scouts right behind at 4-2, followed by New York having the tiebreaker over almost everyone else as they're in the third spot in the playoffs. Then with Baltimore, Boston, and Philadelphia right behind. Then in the Western Conference, the newly created Tacoma Slashers are leading the conference with Oakland right behind and Chicago right behind, followed by Kansas City, Seattle, and last place San Diego. And of course, here is the schedule for Week 7, as it would be first the Baltimore Charm at the Jacksonville Scouts, then the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions at the New York Gangsters, a championship rematch from 2 years ago. Then it would be Philadelphia at Boston, Oakland at Kansas City, Tacoma at Chicago, and San Diego at Seattle. So now, let's see the Week 7 results. As here are the Week 7 results, as the Jacksonville Scouts crushed Baltimore defensively, as they really had nothing going for them, unfortunately, as they lost 23-10, as Jacksonville is now 5-2. Baltimore is now 3-4. The Indianapolis Rapid Stallions ran completely over New York outside the third quarter, as they crushed them 40-6, as they're now 7-0. And New York has fallen to 3-4. And in an overtime comeback, the Philadelphia Sonics beat the Boston Red Jackets 20-17 to end their 3-game losing streak, as Boston continues to go back and forth with the losses. Then a big one, the Western Conference, as Oakland held on a defensive struggle to beat Kansas City 17-13, as Kansas City's now lost 4 in a row. And then in a defensive slugfest, Chicago wins it 16-10 over the Tacoma Slashers, as their offense has been completely shut down. And look at Chicago. Now, remember they were starting off 0-3. Now they've won 4 in a row, have a winning record now to start the year. And then finally, in a defensive slugfest, the Seattle Tenyo beat the San Diego Mean Green Machines 13-10. As San Diego has the worst record in the league at 1-6, and Seattle moves up to 3-4 as they now won 2 in a row. So now here's the standings after Week 7, as you see the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions leading at 7-0 with the Jacksonville Scouts right behind at 5-2. And then the New York Gangsters in the tiebreaker of everyone else gets the third seed right now, as we have a team with a losing record right now in the playoffs, followed by Philadelphia, Baltimore, and last place Boston. And then in the Western Conference, the Oakland Pillagers retake the lead, as the Chicago Stallions have now moved up to the second seed as they host the Tacoma Slashers, who have moved down to the third seed. Seattle Tenyo's catching up as they're the fourth seed, followed by Kansas City, and in last place San Diego. As the Indianapolis Rapid Stallions still have the number 1 offense in the league, Chicago now has the number 1 defense. So now we take a look at the Week 8 schedule, as we'll start off with San Diego at Baltimore, then Indianapolis at Seattle, and then a big out-of-conference matchup as Jacksonville visits Tacoma. Then it'll be Oakland at New York, Chicago at Boston, and finally wrap it up with Kansas City at Philadelphia. Alright, Week 7's in the books, and next week we'll be officially halfway through the season. So see you guys next time for Week 8.